I'm going to have a look at estimating acute angles. Hopefully you can already identify acute angles. I'm just going to draw a couple, then talk you through my process when I estimate them. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw one, I'm going to estimate it, and then I'm going to measure it to check. If you're not confident in measuring angles, then I would suggest maybe looking online for an angle guessing game or something like that, where it will put an angle on the screen, you can estimate what the angle is, and then it'll tell you what the actual angle is afterwards, okay? So let's have this angle here. We're looking at this angle here. We're going to have an estimate, right? So first of all, I would say this angle here is definitely, I'm not going to measure anything, I'm just going to add on where I think 90 degrees would roughly be. So let's say 90 degrees would be roughly here. Somewhere like there, be 90 degrees. Okay, so I'm doing 90 degrees to this line to compare. So it's definitely less than 90 degrees. We knew that. We should hopefully be able to identify that as an acute angle. Next up, let's have a look at 45 degrees. So let's try halving this. Let's try halving it. It's going to be somewhere like, do a little mark like this. So I've got an idea. So again, I'm not measuring, I'm just eyeballing it and having a guess. So I'd say that's about half. So we know it's definitely more than 45 degrees. Okay, it's less than 90, so our guess immediately has been narrowed down by a couple of things. So next up, what could we look at? We could look at trying to split this angle into 3, potentially, try and get 60 and 30 on there. Let's have a look. So somewhere like here, and somewhere like maybe here, somewhere like that. So again, I'm just estimating. I could be off. See, I think that's very close to that 60. So let's have a look here. So my guess is that this is 30, and I say that's around 60. You can see I've tried to split this angle into 3. So I say it's 60 degrees. Now, let's eyeball it. Do we think I've drawn my 60 degree accurately, or do you think I've done my 60 degrees small enough? So this angle here should be 30 degrees. This angle from here to here should be 30 degrees. This angle from here to here should be 30 degrees. Do they all look the same? Well, they're not far off. So that maybe is a bit smaller. I'd be tempted to guess that that is 60 degrees, maybe slightly under. Let's have a guess at 60 degrees. Okay, so that's my thought process. Again, I kind of just judged these and guessed, and I think my guess of 60 degrees would be roughly around there. Right, now let's see how far off I was. So we're going to do a quick measure. Put that, line it up as good as I can, and that looks like it's coming to, hold it still while I look, 62 degrees. So our actual measurement for this angle was 62 degrees, and that is close enough. That is fine. Yeah, so what we're looking at here is eliminating things that it definitely can't be. So if I had a guess it was under 45, I know for sure it's going to be wrong. Okay, if I have anything over 90, it's definitely going to be wrong. Okay, so my estimate kind of narrowed down. I I was unsure if it was slightly over or slightly under the 60, so I guessed 60, okay, because I thought it was very close to that boundary. It turns out it was just a tiny bit over, so I'd be happy with that. Yeah, so it's narrowing down what it could be. Keep narrowing it down with the angles you know, and then have a final guess.